Muy buenas gente, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estáis? Mi nombre es Daniel Vaquero y estamos aquí en otro capítulo de Un Café con de Nescafé 3 en 1. Hoy estamos aquí con una persona muy especial, es un poco como la otra cara de Aranea, del coach de League of Legends. Y bueno, él a lo mejor no se le conoce tanto como a Aranea, pero tiene un papel muy importante y os lo va a contar aquí en esta entrevista. Él es Kanani y os voy a enseñar un poco lo que hace, o él os va a enseñar, mejor dicho. How are you doing, Kanani?
I'm doing fine, you?
Okay, thank you. I'm doing fine as well. First of all, can you introduce a bit yourself? Like, who are you? What's your name? What's your age? What's your job on MAD Lions? Those things?
Okay, so my name is Kanani and I'm 22 years old, born in Berlin, Germany, and still living in Berlin. So my role at MAD Lions is working as a strategic coach.
Can you explain that a bit more? Like, everyone knows Alvar Aranea, and everyone knows that he's a coach and he is kind of the dad of all the players. But can you explain us what's your role on MAD Lions specifically? Because I know you have a really important job, but I want you to explain to everyone.
So while Alvar is more like the dad and the all-around guy, I'm kind of more the specific guy regarding macro game, regarding champion trends, regarding drafts as well. So yeah, that's kind of my point.
Okay, that's interesting. Also, you have a coffee if you want to drink on the middle of the interview. You can do it. Also, I want to. I know that you were a player and you actually have a really good level, like you're a challenger and those things. Does this affect somehow on how you coach players?
Yeah, definitely, because since I used to be a player, I also have some similarities in the player mindset. So that actually enables me to face problems from the same view and also solve them easier, because it's quite easier for me to understand them, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's super important. Does players respect you more because of this?
It's more on a... I mean, they also kind of see me more as a friend, as a player, I would say. And yeah, basically we are all a network of friends. So.
How is living with all the players together? Is it easy?
Yeah, I think we get along quite well. I mean, in the beginning, 1 year ago, it was quite different because everyone was kind of new and they had to get used to each other, but nowadays it's completely fine, you know?
I want to ask you about physical activity. Like, I see you're super strong, like you have a really good biceps. I'm kidding, sorry. Do you think physical activity is important? And players should maybe go for it more oftenly or something?
Yeah, I think that physical activity is a super important point, especially in esports, when you spend hours and hours over the PC. And it even happened recently, right? So Joy Youngbuck tweeted on Twitter that they actually had the worst performance against IG in the World's Finals because of lack of physical activity.
So a professional player said that they had a bad performance because they didn't do physical activity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Holy. Okay, that's super interesting actually. So yeah, my last question is for a bit of what people think about esports in general, and it's that some people think people like you, people like me, play video games and we're just freaky people, something like that. Yeah, that we only play video games, we do nothing else on life, which is really weird for us. What will you say to these people?
Most of the people, they kind of see us as stereotype gamers that are kind of doing some type of nonsense gaming, right?
Yeah.
So, but in reality, it's more like treated as a real sports, you know? So there's actually a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. So such things as planned schedule, a lot of intense training, also compensation work, just like, as I already mentioned, physical activity, and also a lot of planning, you know, for the official matches. Yeah. So I think people still underestimate the workload we have, and I think that the more esports will develop itself and the more documentaries will come out, the easier it will be to understand for the viewers. So.
Okay. That's super interesting. Well, thank you Kanani for this interview, and muchísimas gracias a todos por ver el vídeo. Nos vemos la semana que viene con otro capítulo de Un Café Con y espero veros ahí. Adiós, bye.